Hey folks, and welcome back to Ahad's Automotive, where today we have this with us, the Volkswagen T-Roc. So if you ever come across the chance to buy this beautiful compact crossover, should you do that? Well, let's find out. Now before I start off this video, I want to thank my uncle Mr. Haneef Ahmad for providing me this car. It's his brand new car and he said, Ahad, go ahead, take the video, review the car, as I couldn't get it from Volkswagen themselves. So thank you so much, Mr. Haneef. Now starting off with the exterior of the T-Roc, the very first thing that catches your eye is this beautiful LED headlamp setup. It's a complete LED unit, so you've got a projector LED and your main beam over there. Right below which you have your LED DRL, which also turns into the indicator when used. One of your front parking sensors. Right below which you have the halogen fog lamp. Now coming back, taking a look at the car from the front, you can see it's a very butch, mature, clean look. Taking a look at the grille, it's finished in matte black with the VW symbol in the center. Right below which you have your silver skid plate. Now coming to the side, as you can see, it's a very clean design. It's not very big, but then it's very cleanly done. You can see the 17-inch wheels over here, finished in the diamond cut finish. Your gloss black mirror. This does have a two-tone option, so your roof is gloss black as well. You can see the panoramic sunroof as well as the shark fin antenna. The silver roof rails over here are not functional, they're just for sight. So let's take a look from the rear third quarter. Moving up, this is a very clean design. So if I come close enough, you can see there's a Volkswagen lettering given on the B pillar, which is really neat. Your door handles are not finished in chrome but in the body color to maintain that subtle clean look. You've got body cladding finished in matte black that runs all around. And your C pillar has this kink over here that continues on. And you've got a chrome finish that starts all the way from here, the A pillar. This overall is a very neat looking car and the paint quality is top notch. Now coming to the back, it does sort of look like a hatchback but in a very good way. It doesn't have the in your face SUV look. As you can see, the split tail lamps over here. Right below which you have one of your parking sensors and the deflector and the fake exhaust. Taking a look from the back, you've got your T-Roc emblem as well as your Volkswagen emblem. This doubles up as the boot release as well as the reversing camera spot. Taking a look from the top, side, I really love the way this car looks. Now to open up the boot, walk up, press on the Volkswagen logo, pull it up, and you get this really spacious boot. You've got your luggage lamp over there. As you can see, open this up, you've got your spare tire as well. Looking over here, you can see a dummy button over here. This is for the international model where the electric tailgate option is available. It is not available on the Indian model, so let's just close that. Turning on the car turns on your DRL automatically. The headlamps are automatic and they have auto leveling function. Now turning on your indicator, as you can see, they turn on where the DRL is and activates the fog lamp as a cornering lamp function. Now coming to the rear of the car, you can see the LED tail lamps in action, and engaging reverse flips the Volkswagen logo to show the reversing cam. As you can see, the indicator in action as well. It's not a dynamic indicator, but it's still very bright and easily viewable. Now to get into the T-Roc, you have your normal flippy key, which is also a smart key. So as you can see, you got three buttons, but all you have to do is just walk up to the car, place your hand in the door handle, and it unlocks. There's no request sensor because that's how the door unlocks. So opening it up, it's a heavy, well-built door. See the all black door pad, very well finished. You've got your window controls over here, your outside rear view mirror controls over there, your door unlock and lock, nicely finished satin silver inside door handle, pocket, door pockets as well, your speakers. Taking a look at the interior, these are your seats finished in two-tone. Look and feel great, they feel really supportive. They aren't powered, they are manually adjustable. So let's get into the T-Roc then. So I'm inside the T-Roc right now, and if you've ever been in any Volkswagen, it is sort of a familiar place. Now closing the door, man, that was a nice thud. With the key in my pocket, pressing the start stop button, we bring the car to life. So the first thing that catches your eye is this very familiar, very well finished Volkswagen steering wheel. Now this is the flat bottom variant. So you've got your audio controls over here, volume up, volume down, track seeker, mute button, your voice command button, your view button for the instrument panel. So I will be showing you that a bit later. And this is also for the instrument panel. Now behind that you've got your paddle shifts. This is for upshift and this is for downshift. Behind which you have your stocks. So if I can just focus on that. So these are your wiper stocks on the right and your indicator stocks on the left. They are the other way around, but as someone who daily drives a Volkswagen, you'll get used to that pretty soon. So let's look at the instrument cluster then. So taking a look at the instrument cluster, it's a 10.4-inch display. Yes, a 10.4-inch display. That's what certain cars' touchscreen system for the entertainment system have. This has it for the instrument cluster. This is highly customizable. So starting off, you do have some set ones that do not change. Like for example, on the right hand side you have your fuel gauge, on the left hand side you have your temperature gauge. Now this steering button over here called view, if you press that, you can change the view just like how the name says. So pressing it again, you come up with another view. Pressing it again takes back to the first one. Now the MID button over here, this is used to toggle between the MID. So you have telephone, vehicle status, audio, assist systems, your driving data. Now once you reach driving data and press OK, you can see your range, speed, warnings of the speed where you want to be, your oil temperature, trip info, consumption, and overview. So I'll stick to range since that's what is most useful. Now your speedometer, as you can see on the right hand side, if you press the view button you can change it to just a small readout on the bottom right corner, but I'll keep it to how it was before. And you've got a gear shift readout. So if I change the gear now, as you can see, reverse, neutral, drive, and even if I put it into manual mode, it shows as M1. The display overall is very clean and very neatly laid out. It's very legible to read even under direct sunlight. Another neat function of this active info display is that when you switch off the car, you're presented with a display as you see on your screen right now with a complete overview of your journey. It's very neat, very detailed, and super useful. The next thing that catches your eye is this beautiful touchscreen system over here. Now it does have a trick up its sleeve, so if I bring my hand close, it senses my hand and shows me all the highlighted features. So I'll do it again. So as you can see, it shows me what can be touched and what can be changed. So the system, as you can see, you've got your app, which Android Auto, Apple CarPlay and MirrorLink, your sound settings, this is your knob to control it, your car system, so it's the tire pressure loss indicator, so if there's the loss in air pressure, it'll show that, your vehicle status, this is your main menu button, so as you can see, radio, media, app connect, images, telephone, vehicle sound, air conditioning. So if I press air conditioning, as you can see, it's got a dual zone climate control, so it does show the individual temperature settings over there. So if I want to sync it, I can. If I don't, and I can even off it from here. So as you can see, you can even switch it on. You've got your fan speed or fan profiles over here. As you can see, how you want it. Do you want a manual control, auto control? It gives you a lot of function. And as you can see, you get this basic control over here. So it is pretty feature loaded. Now if you want to see how the system sounds, do follow me on Instagram, where I will be uploading a clip where I'll be putting the audio through its paces. Now on the left hand side, you've got other functions. As you can see, you've got radio, media, phone and voice, as well as your volume control. Coming down from there, we have your AC controls, your hazard light, your parking sensor button. So the AC is a dual zone climate control, so you've got individual climate controls over here. I hope you can see that. So as you can see, now you've got your defogger button over here, your auto button, the menu button. So if you press this, you get the AC menu on the touchscreen. You've got your off button, and if I do turn this, you can see it shows me the speed of the fan, which is very neat. Now you've got an AC button as well as a max AC button. So if I press the max AC, the system automatically the system automatically puts the AC into the most powerful mode to completely cool the cabin. So you've got your heated seats. These are not cooled, these are heated seats. So as you can see, it's 3 levels. You've got your front defogger, your air direction buttons, your recirculation button, and the heated seat from the driver's seat. Now below the AC controls, you have this storage bay over here. So you've got a 12-volt socket, your start stop button, and as you can see, your media as well as a charging port over there. Now coming a bit more down in the central console, you've got your DSG gearbox over here. So reverse, park. So once I put it into reverse, as you can see, that's the display that comes up. What you're seeing on your screen right now is the park pilot system, that is a front and rear parking sensor working together while you maneuver the car. When you put the reverse gear, it shows up the camera display as well. Now coming down from the gear shift, you have your electronic parking brake. So if I push it down, it disengages. If I pull it up, it engages. You've got your auto hold button as well. You've got your cup holders and as well as an armrest that can be adjusted. So if I pull it up and leave it, it sits to that height and it's very comfortable. As you can see, the gear shift follows perfectly into my hand. Opening it up, you do have storage. Now taking a look at the passenger side of things, you've got your glove box over here, very well spaced, and as you can see, you've got your CD changer and your SD card slot over there. So on the top over here, you have an auto dimming inside rearview mirror and an aircraft style like display for the passenger airbag, whether it's on or off. Then coming up, you have your lights, 2 of them. Now this is the switch to activate them. This is the on. Keeping it in the center will switch it on when the doors are open, and if you want it to be off, you can press that. So let's just keep it in the center. This is your sunroof button. And this is your sunroof shade button. And you've got your connected car features over here, SOS, service, as well as the information one. So if I press this, the shade opens up. As you can see, it's a panoramic sunroof. Now pressing this button over here opens up the sunroof completely. As you can see, it's got a good area over here, and the wind deflector pops up when you open it. So to close it, press it once and it closes. Now to put it into ventilation mode, if you press it, it goes into ventilation mode. Press it down and closes up. Pressing this button closes the shade. Now this is very neatly done. The headlamp switch is towards the right hand side of the steering, and the layout is typical European style. So you've got your switch off, auto, park lamp and the headlamp. Now pulling on it will activate your fog lamp and rear fog lamp. Now to get into the rear of the T-Roc, let's open up the door. It opens up wide enough. You can see the door cars over here. You got a silver finish over here, your window control, your door pocket, your speaker, as well as the white lights that are glowing. So let's get inside. Now I'm in the back seat of the T-Roc, and it is decently comfortable for a compact crossover. So I've set the seat to my height. As you can see, the space amount is reasonable. I've got my rear AC vents as well as a 12-volt socket. Sitting three abreast might be a squeeze, but two people can sit comfortably. Pulling down the armrest, as you can see, it's got cup holders which can be adjusted to whatever drink you're having. The details of a Volkswagen, I tell you, this is brilliant. So we've got three headrests, so in case three of you are going, that's a nice addition. Now taking a look at the reading lamp over here. So if I just press this, as you can see, it's a white LED light and really bright. Overall, the back seat of the T-Roc is a really nice place to be in. It's not cramped. The window line is perfect. It's a really airy place to be in and really nice place to be in. So one of the useful features of the T-Roc is, now if you've rolled down your window and opened your sunroof and forgot to close it before exiting the vehicle, all you have to do is press the lock button and hold it. So opening up the hood, this is what powers the T-Roc. It's a 1.5 liter 4-cylinder turbo petrol engine from Volkswagen that puts out 150 PS of power and 250 Newton meters of torque. Now this is mated to a 7-speed DSG. As you can see, it's very cleanly laid out over here. Everything is easily viewable. The T-Roc's 1.5 liter TSI engine has something called as ACT. Now what ACT means is active cylinder technology, where it can deactivate 2 cylinders out of the 4, resulting in reduced fuel consumption. And these are the specs of the T-Roc. The T-Roc is available with only one trim and one engine option in India. Talking about the safety features of the T-Roc, all the safety features that you see on screen right now do come in the T-Roc, as it only comes in one single variant in India. These are the colors that the T-Roc comes in. Now it's a very wide range of colors, but do note that all of them come with the black roof option as standard. So as the review of the VW T-Roc comes to an end, here are 5 things that I like and dislike about it. Now starting off with the likes, the first thing I like is the design of the VW T-Roc. It is clean, crisp, and it will age very well. And I know that from owning a VW. The second thing I like is the build quality. Now if you rewatch the whole video again, you know that almost half the time in the video I've spent it saying good build quality because it is that nice. Now the third thing I like is the equipment level. Now the VW T-Roc is a CBU, that's a completely built unit that is shipped to India. So VW have done a good thing and equipped the car really well, albeit certain things are missing, which I will get to. Now the next thing I like is the pricing. Even though it's a CBU, it retails for 19.99 lakhs ex showroom India. And the last thing that I like is the safety of the car. It comes kitted out with a lot of safety features and a 5-star crash rating. Now coming to the things that I dislike about the T-Roc, the first thing is that it only comes in one trim. Now I know it's a CBU unit and Volkswagen can't mess around a lot with the customization and the trim levels, but they could have offered us a lower variant or a higher variant than what was being offered. The next thing that I dislike is that some of the equipment, even though it is in the car, is disabled for the Indian market, like some of the driving assists. The third thing I dislike is that we only get one powertrain option, that's the 1.5 liter TSI with a 7-speed DSG. The fourth thing that I dislike is the fact that the after-sale support for this car is going to be somewhat finicky. It is a completely imported car, so getting your spare parts is going to be a bit difficult. And the final thing that I dislike in the VW T-Roc is the space it offers for the price it asks. Now, it being a CBU, I know I'm repeating myself again, but still, it being a CBU, it is priced relatively higher than the competition. But if the Indian mentality in you kicks in and you want the maximum value for your buck spent, well, this isn't your car. So there you have it. That was my review of the Volkswagen T-Roc. Once again, thank you to my uncle Mr. Haneef for providing me the car. And thank you to you folks for watching this video. Do leave a like, do leave a comment and do subscribe to the channel to stay tuned for more content. I'll see you guys soon. Stay safe, wear your seatbelts and drive safe.